everyone, welcome back. I have a really fun video because this is really just me talking about my favorite products of the month. So today, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna share my favorite products. All right, so number one is gonna be this one from Fresh Beauty. This is their Floral Recovery Calming Mask. I really like this stuff. I was actually surprised how much I like this product actually. It has this beautiful, creamy, like rich, creamy texture to it that I was like, you know, like how many more rich, creamy moisturizers can I love? And then I tried this out and I was like, oh, wait, I really love this. Like I almost felt jealousy that it's like not a product from my own brand. It's that good. What's funny about this is that I can't tell you anything about it that makes it like so innovative and special, because when you explain it, and I think this is why I was so surprised by it, when you hear what the ingredients are and what it's supposed to do, it sounds like other moisturizers out on the market. You know, it has a calming and soothing effect. It helps to slightly brighten your skin. It's nice and rich. It's even just like a white texture to it. It's fragrance free. So what could possibly make this interesting? But when you look into the ingredients, it has a vitamin C derivative in it, one that I actually tend to like a lot. It also has squalane in it. You know, I love squalane. It has different antioxidants in it. It has peony and cherry blossom extract to really help the like tone and texture of your skin. And then it has passion flower and cornflower oil in here that's supposed to help soothe your skin. And what I really like is that it's this nice, beautiful, rich texture, and it's an overnight mask, which makes it extra rich. Like it actually has a hydrating feel to it, but it does feel like a mask, like an overnight sleeping mask, and I love sleeping masks. I don't really love all the time the like gel textured sleeping masks, but I love creamy sleeping masks. You've heard me talk about this, where I just like love the double moisture concept, where you put your moisturizer on and then you lock it in with an even richer moisturizer that sits on your skin. That's what this does. It's really nice. It's supposed to be fragrance free, but I say that there's a little bit of fragrance in it. And I think what they mean is that it's not your typical fresh product where it's this like beautifully fragrant product. It's very basic. Instead, I think it's like a fragrance that just is there to mask any of the ingredient smells, but it's very nice. It's very soothing to the skin, and it feels like it leaves a little bit of like a creamy, almost waxy, wrong word, but almost waxy texture on your skin. And when you wake up in the morning, your skin feels so nice and bouncy. Next up is this one from Medik8. This is the R-Retinoate Youth Awakening Cream, and it is a day and night cream. You heard that right. It does have a retinoid in it. For the longest time, I've been really thinking, why don't I use retinoids during the day? The old concept is that you can't use retinoids, like tretinoin you especially can't use during the daytime. And it's not because it makes your skin more sensitive, but because it's not stable enough. Like the sun and UV rays just makes it completely unstable and just not as active as it normally would be. So they just say, you know, don't use it during the daytime. But fast forward to now, and technology has changed. It turns out that's just the old school way of thinking. It turns out you can actually use different retinoids in the morning time. Like even my own brand, we have encapsulated retinol, so you can actually use that during the daytime as well. But that could get a little bit too strong for your skin if you're using, you know, a strong retinol in the morning and then a strong retinol at night. So this one is really interesting to me because in here they're using a patented ingredient called R-Retinoate, which is an encapsulated retinoid, but it's a lot more gentle for your skin, and you can use it in the morning time. You can use it in your daytime skincare routine. But the other thing that makes it very interesting is that they use THD in here, which is a vitamin C derivative. It's a fat soluble vitamin C derivative, so it actually really just absorbs well into your skin. That's usually what that means. And then they have other really hydrating and nourishing ingredients in here. So it's a light moisturizer that you use on your face morning and night if you want to. It's gentle on your skin, but you're getting the benefits of both a retinol and a vitamin C derivative all in one nourishing, moisturizing product. I love this concept. It just makes life easier to me if you're getting to, you know, basically put that all together in one product. So while this is a pricey product, I actually think it might be worth it because it's just condensing your skincare routine into one product. So you could wash your face, put this on, then put on your sunscreen in the morning, and you're good to go. It's that easy. Next up is a sunscreen from Tatcha. I am so surprised how much I love this sunscreen because it's a mineral sunscreen. And I don't always love mineral sunscreens because they can be thick and pasty and drying on your skin or just look bad on your skin. You know, they don't always work out well, but mineral filter sunscreens have really come a long way. And this one probably really takes it for me as far as the mineral sunscreens go. This formulation is really special, I think. It has more of like a serum texture to it, but it dries down to this very comfortable matte texture on your skin, almost like a primer. It's SPF 50, it is only zinc oxide, and then it has also really nice calming ingredients for your skin and nourishing ingredients for your skin too. The only downside, honestly, is that it's kind of expensive because it's $60 for 1.7 ounces. So this is a very expensive sunscreen for your daily use, but if you can afford it, it's a nice sunscreen, especially if you want a mineral filter sunscreen. Of course, I'm going to talk about launches from my own brand, NATURIUM. This is our multi-bright tranexamic acid treatment 5%. This launched in February, and actually most of the products I'm talking about, I was really using them over the last couple of months, and I always like solidify my favorites the month before. So this one launched towards the end of February, and of course it's one of my favorites. It's from my brand. I love this stuff. So this is for anybody who deals with dark spots all the time, very stubborn dark spots. After you have like a breakout and you have like the dark spot that's left over, this is what you need. This is that product that you need. It has 5% tranexamic acid in it. It also has alpha-arbutin, and it has kojic acid in here. And it's really interesting because we used two forms of kojic acid. We used free kojic acid, and we also used encapsulated kojic acid because it's an antioxidant that eventually starts to oxidize. It's still efficacious, it still works, but it really just ensures that it stays effective for a lot longer. We also put it in an emulsion. I've talked about this before. I love emulsions. It's, a little bit of an in-between. You can use this as a serum step. Like, it's a little bit thicker than some of your like gel or more liquidy serums, but it's also lighter than your typical moisturizer. So if you have oily skin, you could definitely use this as like your last step, like as your moisturizer, as well as your treatment. Or if you're like me with dry skin, you can use this as essentially like a serum step and then put your moisturizer on top of it. So it really is up to you how you want to use it. But this is meant to be non-exfoliating. And I think that's a really important distinction here because, when you're trying to, brighten your skin and really get rid of all those dark spots, one of the things that, you'll get recommended to you is exfoliation. So like AHAs, for instance, like your glycolic acid and your lactic acid. But if you overdo it with those types of ingredients, you might irritate your skin and sometimes even cause worse dark spots and discoloration. So this is a really great product to have in your skincare routine as a one and done, like with a mixture of these really great ingredients that help to stop that production of the dark spots, of the discoloration. So this is really great to have in your routine because you can actually use this daily without experiencing any irritation. And speaking of NATURIUM launches in February, we also launched 4 more body washes. We first launched the Perfector, which is our salicylic acid body wash, and then the Glow Getter, which is our oil to gel nourishing body wash. But now we have 4 more, and they are all very unique in their own right. They are very special body washes, and every single day I am like, I really love this body wash. And then I use another one the next day and I'm like, oh, I love this body wash. They're all so unique, and it's really hard to explain like which one I think you're gonna love more because I even have a hard time picking my favorite. The 4 additional body washes are 1, the Soother. The Soother is for sensitive skin, anybody that doesn't want any fragrance on their skin, that wants a little bit more nourishment to their skin, wants something that's calming. That's what is in this body wash. It's great because it has aloe in it to soothe your skin. It has colloidal oatmeal. It also has panthenol in here. They're just such nice ingredients, and it first feels like a lotion gel cream kind of texture when you first pump it into your hand, but then it turns into this really nice lather. It's a beautiful product, and this is another one that you can use on your face too. So it's a one and done product for your shower. It's soothing. It actually cleanses your skin, which is one of my big issues with sensitive skin cleansers, is that sometimes I just don't feel like they're cleansing enough. This one does that while it soothes your skin. It is such a nice body wash, and the texture is beautiful. We also have our multivitamin daily nutrients body wash. This one's kind of like the one that everybody will reach for if they can't decide which one they want. We call it multivitamin because it has a complex that has like niacinamide in it, a vitamin C derivative, panthenol, vitamin E. There are a lot of different nutrients. There are also amino acids and different minerals in here. I had mentioned this before in one of our launch videos for the body washes, but we use something called aromatics, and it's a little bit different from your typical fragrance and also from essential oils because these are ingredients that just naturally have a fragrance to them. So we're not adding additional fragrance to the product. It just happens to be that some of the ingredients we've chosen for the products happen to have a natural scent to them. So it's very nice and lightly scented. So you're not gonna feel like you're just, covered in perfume or something. It's a very nice, gentle scent. Next up is one of my absolute favorites. It is the Brightener Vitamin C Body Wash. This one is so nice. I'm kind of partial to the fragrance of it. That's partially why I like it. It's kind of like almost like a citrusy tea scent. That's the best way I can describe it. It's so beautiful. But this really gently cleanses your skin. It starts off as like a gel cream and then gently lathers in your hands as you wet it. It does have a vitamin C derivative in it, but really the gentle brightening effect comes from the fruit acids that we have in here that just very gently exfoliate your skin because they have, natural AHAs in them. There are different enzymes that exfoliate your skin, again, very gently. And then there's niacinamide in here. So this is a really nice product. When we were like testing out all the different lab samples, and I would sometimes travel with all the different lab samples, and I found myself always reaching for this one. And I think it's just because I love the experience of this the most. And then last is the Soother Glycolic Acid Body Wash. And this is quickly becoming one of the top selling body washes that we have. And I think it's because this gives like instant effect. Like this is probably the strongest of all of our exfoliating body washes. And that's because it has glycolic acid in it. It has lactic acid in it. It has pyruvic acid and tartaric acid. And then it has, different ingredients like red algae to help soothe your skin as well. This is a really nice exfoliating body wash. Like you use this and your skin feels like dolphin skin almost immediately. So if you've got like stubborn bumps on your skin, discoloration on your skin, and you really want to work on it quickly without irritating your skin, this one is a really good choice. It's fragrance free, you can use this on your face, and I'm telling you, you see such a difference in your skin after the first wash. And I think that's why people love this so much. Next up is this liquid eyeliner from Neogen. Did you know Neogen has any makeup? I had no idea until the brand sent me this in PR. This is their extra tinted edge liner. And I'll tell you what makes this interesting. It's that edge liner. You see that? It almost looks like they took like a felt sheet and cut it out and stuck it on there and gave us this. And I'll tell you why this is really cool. It's cool because you can make really thin strokes with it or really thick strokes with it. And the ink is very pigmented. It's very pretty. It dries down nicely, kind of like a marker, and it doesn't dry out, which is kind of interesting about it too, because these kinds of eyeliners, especially when they feel like they're like a marker, they can dry out a little bit. This one has a technology in it. It's like a vacuum pack in there, like a vacuum seal that helps it not dry out so quickly. It stays in place. You have to double cleanse at night to get this off. So it's just a really cool liquid eyeliner. And if you like liquid eyeliner, you might want to check this one out. It's $22. I find it really easy to use. And I'd say my only gripe with it is that I want different colors because I like dark brown. So I want a dark brown color. I'd be really pumped about that with this one because it's just really easy to use. So this, Neogen, good job. I'm a big fan of the skincare already. Now I might have to start looking at their makeup a little bit more. Next up, the new Fenty lipsticks. I don't know if I love the packaging. You have to get creative with it. Like once you get the hang of it, then you're like, oh, this is kind of cool. But it's still a little bit hard to pull out. They're being innovative with the reusable packaging. The concept is that you buy this little outer package, I guess. Separately, it's $12. And then after that, you can just buy the bullets. And the bullets are like $20, I think. They have a few colors out already, but the one I'm wearing on my lips today is the MVP. So it's 01, the MVP. And it's kind of like a berry red color. They're really pretty colors and they feel really nice on your lips. They're very pigmented. The color is nice. It's not matte and it's not glossy either or moisturizing. It's just like right in the middle. It's like that perfect in between. I will throw out there, I think there's like a little bit of a learning curve with the packaging. I do like the packaging, but I did smash it a little bit when I was trying to get it in, and it's my fault. It's my fault. But the lipstick is so pretty. And it's just a nice formula. It feels so good on your lips. I actually think all the Fenty makeup products that come out are just like spot on. Next up, Silk Scrunchies. These are from Slip, which means that they are overpriced, but so nice. You've heard me talk about my love for silk, especially when it comes to my hair. These are indulgent, they really are, but they're also super cute because they have these little rhinestones on them, so they're just like a little more special, I guess is the way to explain it. I also really love the colors. I love the size of these scrunchies. I'll throw out there, I didn't pay for these. These were sent to me in a PR package, and I was very grateful for that because these are all I use lately. These are the scrunchies I've been using because I love them so much. They're so cute. They have a little sparkle. I mean, it's silk with a little sparkle. Next up, a pair of sunglasses. These are from Féroce. I can't say it. It's a French word. It's the French word for fierce. And they are just really nice sunglasses. Here, I'll put them on for you guys, see? My sunglasses. I don't talk about sunglasses enough here on the channel, but they are actually very important if you are a sunscreen lover and you want to protect your skin and you want to protect your eyes, then you need really good sunglasses. But you need polarized sunglasses. And I don't really know a lot when it comes to UV protection and polarized, like exactly what it means, but I do know that it's way more comfortable for your eyes when you're looking at shiny stuff. And I don't know why, but my eyes just get more and more sensitive as I get older. I know that there are other people that just have like sensitive eyes when it comes to brightness. I'm one of those people, like if I walk outside and something's too bright, I can't actually even open my eyes. It's very hard for me to see. These have UV 400 protection, which again, I don't really know exactly what that means, but I know that if you're trying to protect the skin around your eyes and protect your eyes from the sun, then you want to get something that's polarized. It's just going to be so much more comfortable. I'd say the reason why it really stood out to me is because they are polarized. They're also really cute to look at, but they're about $100 for a pair of frames from them. So they're just reasonably priced, relatively reasonably priced when it comes to sunglasses that are polarized. And I think that's like the big distinction here is, you know, if you get polarized sunglasses from other brands, a lot of the time they're overpriced. They're like hundreds of dollars, whereas these are really nice and they're cute. Féroce, fierce, whatever you want to say. Uncut gems. And last is actually not a beauty product. This is a clothing steamer, not a face steamer. I think it gets too hot for your face. You could burn yourself, but I love steamers. I'm so anti-ironing. Not that I hate the way it looks when you iron clothing. I love that crisp look. I just hate personally ironing. I stopped ironing years ago and it changed my life when I figured out that you could just steam your clothing because it's just so much faster. I always purchase pretty cheap steamers off of Amazon and decided to switch it up when I lost my last steamer. And there's it's not even like a crazy story of why I lose steamers because that sounds weird. Like, how do you lose a steamer? We go on video shoots sometimes and we take steamers with us, and sometimes they get left behind. And that's just all there is to it. And it's just not worth going all the way back to the valley to get your steamer. So anyway, my last steamer got left behind, so I decided to buy another one on Amazon, and this caught my eye. A brand is called Beautural, I'm pretty sure. And what's cool about it is that it has this detachable water tank, so it's a little bit easier to fill it, because otherwise you have to like put your, not that this is hard. This is really strange to me to say that it's like easier, because it's not like it's hard, but you usually have to refill your steamer underneath, like you have to put it underneath the faucet. This you actually take off and fill it up with water, and then you pop it back on, sort of like a cartridge. And then it doesn't just start steaming like crazy and you have to like hurry up and get this done. You just press this little button right here when you want the steam to come out. And I find that it's also just easier to use because of the shape of it. So if you like a good steamer, I highly recommend this one. It doesn't get your clothing all soaking wet either, because I've had that happen as well. And it's partially because of this, you know, you have to, you're not finding yourself going like this and then suddenly like water pouring out. Instead, it helps you control your steaming process, which makes me very happy. So again, not a beauty product, but if you want to see more products that I just love that are not even beauty, let me know. So those were my March favorites. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments below. You can find me on Instagram @SusanYara. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you soon.